Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here once again looking ahead to today's NBA slate for the 11th of August. And man, have these last couple days been absolute crap. We did win yesterday, but I just mean in general, all the, with everyone being out and questionable and this and that every 2 or 3 seconds. It was crazy, especially today, man, within about, 15, 20 minutes before lock. Everybody was getting announced out, so we were scrambling like crazy. You guys probably were as well. It was insane, man. It really was. And today's going to be about the same. These last couple of days of the regular season are going to be crazy. A lot of these teams are going to be resting all their main guys for the playoffs because, last 1 or 2 games, they're already in the playoffs. No reason for them to play their guys and get hurt, like the 76ers. So, anyway, that is what we have going on. As normal, if you guys need any Fanduel or DraftKings lineup advice, we'd love to have you guys come join us. And also, like I said, we just started doing our sportsbook advice yesterday, and we went 2 for 2. We picked Phoenix by 7.5, and then we picked the Nuggets +5, and we won that. So, yeah, not bad. Like I said, if DFS is crazy for you right now and all you want to do is just relax and just bet on a game and start instead of having to go through all the players and everything like that, let us know on our Twitter. So yeah, like I said, to get in on FanDuel and DraftKings lineup advice and our sportsbook lineup advice. Sorry, sportsbook advice. All you need to do is message us on our Twitter. We will get to you guys as soon as we can. Um, yeah, like I said, as normal, link. Uh, Twitter will be down there below. Sorry, guys, it's really late. I've been up for a while. So, yeah, let's get into it. So as I told you guys yesterday, you really want to target the teams that are still in the playoff hunt. We saw that yesterday with Phoenix, and they absolutely went off. I don't know what happened to Aiton. He apparently missed a COVID test, and then he randomly said, "Hey, whatever. I'm gonna make it there." Warmed up for a while, then finally came out and played. Um, yeah, that was kind of bizarre. So yeah, you want to target the teams that are still going to play their full rosters and play their main guys 35 to 40 minutes. You don't want to play the teams that already are resting all their guys, or they're going to start their main starters and only playing for a half. So yeah, let's get into it. Our first one here. Let's go over here. We have Phoenix and Philadelphia. So Phoenix Suns have not lost a game yet in the bubble, and they are, like I said, they only have 2 games left. So they need it. They need it bad. And so right away you can look at Rubio. He's been kind of crap though. The point guard bench for Phoenix has really turned it on. This guy always worries me. He's had 2 really good games, but eh. He is a pretty good defensive player, but that's totally up to you guys. He's playing bigger minutes. He's doing good, but I mean, I'd rather go Payne. I know he's not scoring as much, but he's a little bit more consistent if you need somebody cheap at 3,700. So honestly, up to you guys, but I'd rather have Payne if you had to pick. Booker's Booker, not the greatest matchup on paper. Just put him in there though. He's like I said, like Lillard, got to play the dude. Richardson's out, so Alec Burks could get some extra run. They don't usually play that guy too much, so he's going to be out there shooting the ball. And yeah, definitely don't mind Burks. Should be popular. Harris is questionable. Don't mind Bridges. Definitely don't mind some Cam Johnson either. Like I said, you could even stack 3 or 4 of these Phoenix guys. Like I said yesterday, could have done the same thing. Sarge is okay. You could look at Aiton here. Didn't play a ton of minutes yesterday just because he wasn't really didn't get the proper warm up. So that's what they had going on there. Embiid's out. Horford, like I said, Horford and Harris game time decisions, but I'd be really surprised if they play. So Scott, I don't know how to say this dude's name. He might get some extra minutes. Thibault will probably start. He's okay. He's not that great. I mean, he's good. He's young. He's more of a 3-point shooter and a couple steals for you as well, as you can see here. 3 and 1. So if he gets his steals and everything, then he's good to go. More of a FanDuel play. Like I said, not an offensive player at all. Definitely a defense guy, as you can see here. So you can take a shot at him if you want to. I don't mind him. He'll probably play 30, 35 minutes in this one. So yeah, stack Phoenix for sure. Another one, Phoenix, Boston, and Portland. Those are the 3 you need to stack since these guys are all within I think 2 games within each other. So Boston and Memphis. Yeah, this is probably out of the three teams, probably the team I wouldn't want to stack the most, but also the team I would want to stack the most in GPPs, if that makes any sense. Because I feel like they're going to be a little bit lower owned than Portland for obvious reasons. A little bit tougher matchup here against Boston. So Memphis, I think out of like I said, out of the three teams that you really want to play, they're going to be the lower owned team. So um, don't mind them. We got Morant, like just normal guys here: Morant, Brooks, Allen, Anderson, Clarkson play, Valanciunas. May not be the best matchup, but as I said, they're fighting for their playoff lives right now, so they're going to go out there and give it their all. On Boston, I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of these guys did sit. Theis is already hurt, but like I said, most of these guys already have, they're already in the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised maybe if they played a half and then that was it. For some reason, they're out. Guys like Robert Williams gets a little bit of run. Who else gets run? Carson Edwards, Water, like some of these guys get some extra run, but yeah, don't really want to stack Boston too much. Next game we got Portland and Dallas. So as of now, Luka and Porzingis, we don't have any official word on them. They have out on them just because that was from yesterday. We'll see if they play in this one. They might play. I mean, if they do play, then you can definitely look at them. But once again, rotations could screw you over. I don't know how much they're really going to play, but yeah, as normal, Lillard, McCollum, Carmelo, then obviously Jurusov, Nurkic. You can look at all those guys. They're going to be high owned, but for good reason. Got to put them in your lineup. New Orleans and Sacramento, both these teams got eliminated about a couple days ago, so not much going on here. Corey Joseph might get some run randomly. Yogi Ferrell might get some run as a backup. Um, it's honestly hard to tell what Luke Walton, the best coach ever, is going to do with his rotations. Um, same as New Orleans. We don't know what they're going to do with their rotations here. A lot of their guys are out. And then, Favors, they said he's playing. Even if he plays, I don't think they're going to play him a lot. He's a veteran. They don't really need him to play too much. So, guys maybe like Jackson Hayes might get some run. Um, my goodness. Williams, Josh Hart, Nikhil Walker-Alexander. I actually don't mind Walker-Alexander. I don't think a lot of people will have him. Dude hasn't played any minutes at all. I get it, but when he does play minutes, the dude goes out there and plays hard. So we'll have to see. Have to see what they're doing with their rotations. Also, if for some reason Ball's out, you can look at Frank Jackson as well. He also gets in the rotation a little bit and gets some minutes. But as of now, those are just all. Don't know if they're really gonna play a ton or not. And then over here for the Kings, they did not play Bielitsa at all. I got screwed last time out by him. They only played him for 4 minutes. That was awesome, and so I don't expect them to play him too much here. He's a veteran. They don't really need him. Jabari Parker got a little bit of run here against Houston on the 10th. On the 9th. Had 22 fantasy points in 12 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if they put him out there a little bit longer than normal, just because they haven't used him at all, and why not? So that's kind of what we got going on. Yeah, kind of a not really a game you want to target because you don't really know the rotation. So and then last but not least, Milwaukee and Washington, another game where I definitely would not be surprised if Middleton and Eric Bledsoe sat. This is a back-to-back for Milwaukee, and no reason for them to play here against Washington, in my opinion. And once again, I wouldn't be surprised if Giannis was out as well. Milwaukee doesn't need this. They're facing Washington, so definitely would not be surprised, even if Lopez, all the big boys sit in this one. So guys, and even George Hill as well. So you can look at you see here, Sterling Brown might get a little bit, Pat Connaughton a little bit. They're going to play their young guys for sure, in my opinion. For Milwaukee, that's what they're going to do. Antetokounmpo might even start here, so we'll have to see. But for the most part, target Portland, Memphis, and Phoenix, because these other guys, all these rotations, they're not going to make any sense until game time. So as of now, that's what I'm going to be going with. So let's go look and see what we got going on. Oh yeah, and then I guess for my bad, I didn't even say Washington. If Nate Pierce out, Jerome Robertson gets a boost in minutes off the bench. Last time out had 33 fantasy points. So dude that no one's going to have. If Napier's out, I'd rather have Robertson than Payne, just because Robertson has more upside in my opinion. And Troy Brown, you can look at him as well at 6,300, and Ryu could be worth a look, and Thomas Bryant. So usually don't want to target anyone against Milwaukee, but if all their main dudes are sitting, then Washington's basically played everyone that are just, obviously the backups. So wouldn't mind maybe Washington could be a uh, sneaky stack if they start all their dudes. So right away, yeah, you got to go Damian Lillard. If you don't want to go any of these guys, like I said, you can definitely go down to Robertson, uh, Carter. You can go down to Payne if you want to. If you want to double, you could double up. You can go Lillard, Jay Morant, Booker for sure. You can get McCollum in there. Wouldn't mind that. Like I said, a lot of these guys are going to open up. Sterling Brown will probably get some minutes. I do like Alec Burks as of now. Um, Man, small forward is terrible. I guess Troy Brown. I guess Carmelo. Oof, might have some salary left over in this one for sure. Um, wow, power forward's absolute crap. So that's kind of what we got going on. Should be an interesting one. You got 5,800 left over. So like I said, Portland will be very chalky for sure. So yeah, that's what we got going on, guys. As normal. It was finally a nice W for us on FanDuel yesterday. Just the rotations and everything has just been absolutely crazy the last couple of days. You probably have seen that as well. Just kind of been frustrating. You're kind of overthinking yourself, but hopefully when playoffs come around, we have normal rotations, and that should help a little bit. It's like this every year. The last couple of weeks of the season, always teams resting their players, and random guys go off for 85 points like Austin Rivers. So yeah, then like I said, we have our sportsbook going on as well for you guys. If you need any extra help on that, if you are kind of done with DFS for a couple days, want to come to join sportsbook advice, like I said, you don't even have to worry about any of these players or anything like that. Just put in a bet and you should be good to go. So that is what we got going on. To get in on all that, just check out our Twitter down there in the comment section below. Just message us and we'll get you all set up. So all right, guys, that is it. Hopefully, you guys enjoy, and we'll see you guys a little bit later on.